Hello guys, welcome to Sharmishta and Books. I'm Sharmishta. I make book review videos, book recommendation videos like this. So if you are new on my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more book related videos. I'm going to talk about a beautiful book, On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. So this is a letter of a boy to his mother, whose mother can't read. She is illiterate, she can't read. This book is a poetry written in the form of novel because each and every line of this book reads like poetry. The book tells the story of a boy whose nickname is Little Dog and his life as an immigrant who is coming from Vietnam and who was born in the post-war period of Vietnam, and his relationship with his family, his gender identity, his sexuality and everything as a migrant in USA. What he faced, how he felt, that is written in the book. Ocean Vuong's writing is so poetic and so beautiful that I can't describe it in words. So Ocean Vuong mingled his own experience as an immigrant and combined them with his fictional elements and created this beautiful book. This book, as far as I know, is a semi-autobiographical tale. As I mentioned earlier, the language of this book is so poetic. I almost underlined every lines from the first 20 or 30 pages, and then I stopped doing that. I stopped myself, but I still underlined many lines from this book, and I'm going to remember these quotes forever. Let me read some of them, some of the favorite quotes of mine from this book, and you will understand why I am repeatedly mentioning poetry. I am writing because they told me to never start a sentence with because, but I was not trying to make a sentence. I was trying to break free, because freedom, I am told, is nothing but the distance between the hunter and its prey. I am having goosebumps while reading these lines from the book. I reread Rolabad's morning diary yesterday, the book he wrote each day for a year after his mother's death. I have known the body of my mother, he writes, sick and then dying, and that's where I stopped, where I decided to write you who are still alive. You once told me that the human eye is God's loneliest creation. How so much of the world passes through the pupil and still it holds nothing. The eye alone in its socket doesn't even know there's another one just like it, an inch away, just as hungry as empty. Opening the front door of the first snowfall of my life, you whispered, look. To love something then is to name it after something so worthless it might be left untouched and alive. A name thin as air can also be a shield, a little dog shield. Here he is describing why his grandmother Lan has decided to name him Little Dog, because there is a tradition in their locality where they used to name their children after something so reproachable that the evil power will not affect them, thinking that they are not good enough. So that is what he is mentioning here. And there are so many other lines from this book that really touched my heart. Here is another one which I really love. Maybe we look into mirrors not merely to seek beauty, regardless how elusive, but to make sure, despite the facts, that we are still here, that the hunted body we move in has not yet been annihilated, scraped out. To see yourself, steal yourself, is a refuge men who have not been denied cannot know. Another one, the last one I am going to read for you guys. It is not accident, ma, that the comma resembles a fetus, that curve of continuation. We were all once inside our mothers, saying with our entire carved and silent selves, more, more, more. I want to insist that our being alive is beautiful enough to be worthy of replication. And so what? So what if all I have ever made of my life was more of it? I'm literally having goosebumps reading them again. Reading this book is not easy. I mean, this book touches on some of the most important and hard topics, and it is not written in a very structured way, which I mean is it's not written to have a constructed plot, but in some places it almost reads like a non-fiction, and some places you can tell that he's talking about his own experience. Ocean Vuong is describing his own experience, how he communicated with other people, and it's so intimate that you will feel that you are reading something that is speaking directly to you, that is talking to you, that is communicating to you from heart to heart. That is the power of this book. The poignant style of this book gives you this feeling of intimacy that transcends the reality of mundane world, and kind of transports you to a world where there are so much pain but so much beauty. And the title says, on earth we are briefly gorgeous, and the entire book kind of justifies the title. And also the book is not briefly gorgeous, it is absolutely universally gorgeous. And the way he narrates the story of this boy, the little dog, it is a coming of age stories. The boy is growing up to become a man and trying to cope up with the surroundings, trying to come out as a person to his family, who can talk about his sexuality, who can talk about their identity. And his mother suffered from post-war trauma, suffered from PTSD, and also his grandmother suffered from schizophrenia, and they were victims of domestic violence, and so much. They have gone through so much. It's kind of painful to see that there is a big communication gap between himself and his mother, and which is very unfortunate, but you can't blame anyone. That's why he mentioned that one time he called his mother a monster, and he called himself a monster, and that's why he said it's not a bad thing to be a monster, because it's just how we are and who we are. And that's why I can't ignore you, because we are both monsters. Through symbols and metaphors, again and again, he confirmed that he is a poet. I haven't read anything from his poetry, and I'm really interested in reading his poetry, because I think I love his style. And this book is delicate but not fragile. This book is bold yet moving. I mean, this is kind of a book that reminds me why I love reading so much, why I love literature, and it also inspires me as an aspiring writer that I should write what I feel. I want to give you content warning for bullying, mental disabilities, and racism, suicide. And so if you are sensitive, please check that before you pick this one. So I definitely recommend this book, and if you have read this book, please let me know in the comment section. I wanted to make this video briefly gorgeous, but I don't know if I have achieved that or not. That will be decided by you. And stay tuned, stay healthy, stay hydrated, because summer is really here and it's getting so damn hot these days. So stay hydrated, stay healthy, avoid going to direct sunlight if you can, and I hope to see you soon with a new video. Bye bye guys.